everyone. I have the babies. Can you hear me and see me okay? Okay, cool. So they are really growing, and they're biting, and they're fighting, and growling, and barking. Of course, you hear Ellie barking. Let her out here. She's gonna go nuts. They all got stained little butts because they all went poo-poo. Yes, and they do have puppy breath. And it's delicious.
That's nothing.
So this is Mr. Twig. Let me see if I can get you guys up just a little bit more. He's the one that growls at me and bites me on Twig. They graduated to their new collars. So they aren't wearing their puppy collars anymore. They have regular collars. And this is Miss Poppy. She's my little cuddle bug. And then this is Lily in the pink. Lily was not feeling well this weekend. We tried some mush and it didn't agree with her tummy, so she didn't eat for almost a whole day. She lost a little bit of weight, but she's gained it back.
Stop.
But their teeth are in, so they're going to have to start their mush. No questions.
And Mama's drying up.
Yes, and Mama's starting to dry up, so they need to start eating. So, Daddy wanted, Grandpa, Grandpa want to take Twig and Poppy, and I'll weigh Lily in. I'm gonna go see Grandpa.
1, 2.
She's not gonna like being on that. All right. Oops, don't be scared, sweetheart. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. I gotcha. I gotcha. It's okay. You got my weight sheet?
There.
I don't have a pencil. Oh, there's a pencil for me. Okay, so yesterday, well, actually last week, so last week was the, what was last week's date?
The 12th.
The 12th. So Lily weighed 1 pound 12 ounces. Today she is 2 pounds 3.2 ounces. She's a big girl. She's a big girl. She's a beautiful girl.
Got her mom's temperament.
And she likes to run around the whelping box. We've been letting them out to exercise, so. Why are you shaking? Why are you shaking? Alright, give me Poppy. Here comes Chubba Wubba. She looks so chubby, but she's really not. Well, here's Poppy. Poppy weighs 2 pounds, 4.3 ounces. What day did you say it was? So she weighed 1 pound 13, and now she's 2 pounds 4.3. So she's gained quite a bit. And then Mr. Twig.
The dude.
My dude, I really like my little dude. He's feisty. He's solid, and he runs, and he bites.
And he barks and he growls.
Barks and growls. He was 1 pound 13.9. Today he is 2 pounds 6.1. Are you shivering too? Are you shivering too? Sometimes he'll growl when I turn him upside down. Do you want to growl at me? No, no. You're fine. You're fine. Yes, you're fine. I'm Alpha Dog. Remember that. Submit to me. It's one thing you want to do with puppies is get them to submit. Alright. Tell everybody bye-bye. Go play in your whelping box now.
Alright. Let's go, guys.
They are growing really well, except, you know, when they get sick, I get scared. Oops, there goes my tape. I get scared when they get sick because I don't know what's wrong with them. And of course, sick on a weekend when your vet's not in the office. But she got better less than 24 hours, so I wasn't too scared. But it still gave me a little scare. Yes, they are adorable. Alright, let's get some paper down. So tonight, we're going to play with Brian's new swipe sheets. Ah, the barking. Ugh, the barking. That's all I'm going to say. Bring it forward. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to do a bloom. Alright, I had to get Brian's sheets. So this is a 12-inch round. So Brian has the 8. And then he has 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5-inch. Yes, 5-inch. And then the 8. And that's all one set. And you can get them in his Etsy shop. These are not the hard plastic like he had before. Well, that he gave us before. These are more like rubber. You can wash these with hot water and they won't melt. And you can get all the paint off. Hi, Vic. So let's use these tonight. We'll play a little bit. If you watched Shelly's video the other day, that's kind of what I'm going to do. She inspired me. I love when artists inspire me to try something different. If I can get a cover off one of my paint things. So if you have any questions about the swipe sheets, Brian is here. And you can ask him while he's here. I know he offers free shipping for all of his 3D printed toys and accessories. We support Brian 100%. We enjoy using his stuffs. I do have my heater on because it is chilly out here today. Okay, so my white is good. Alright, so I gotta grab some colors. I'm still working on pulling stuff off the wall. But I kind of want to try a little bit like we did the other day with some colors, because that color palette was so pretty. Let's see. I had to remember where I put the paint. Now, this dried here on my table, and I did get 2 little cracks right here. So I am going to run a stencil through here, and I'll probably do a video on that. But it dried really pretty. So I love that. So we're gonna pull those colors with the bloom colors that we have. All I need now is a copper. Probably don't have one mixed. I have dogs jumping on my door to come out here. Alright, so I'm gonna have to mix one. Do you see how I mix them? So we'll use cinnamon. And I'm at a different angle tonight, so you're not seeing how I'm seeing it, you're seeing it this way. Might throw you off a little bit. Okay. So I need some Josiah. So I just put a little bit in there to disperse the pigment. I take a little bit of pigment like that. I have so much stuff on my table from my collab piece. So tomorrow night at 8 p.m. is my 8 Maids Milking collab piece. So if you can join me tomorrow night at 8, I'll be doing that. So Alan took my ornaments that I had finished up this weekend into work, and he sold quite a few already. So what he did was he showed off my big long boxes with a wine bottle in them, and he thinks he may have them sold. So I'm not gonna have anything left. Melissa, you don't have to join Etsy to buy. You can buy as a guest if you don't want to join. That's the one nice feature they have. Okay. Okay, let's add our pouring medium. This is just Bear Dynasty untinted house paint in the green and black can. Got some varnish on there. Good. So I'll be using that color. Let's see if my harvest gold is any good. I want to use this little bit up that's in my container so I can mix a fresh one. I have just enough. Let me give it just a little shot of Jowa. Jowa is 3 parts of Josiah varnish, 1 part water, and that's what you thin your pigments with. So just a little squirt just to thin them down when they get thick. And always make sure you scrape your bottom because that's where all the mica settles. And these are all TLP pigments that you can get from Fluid Art Co. To run about the same now. Hi, Hazel. You missed the puppies. I'm sorry. I try to do that first because I don't want to listen to Ellie bark more than I have to. And they just ate, so they're probably ready for a nap. Alright, for the green, we're going to use Aspen. I just dropped a little piece of dried paint. Now let me grab that before I stir it. You can feel the mica on the bottom when you stick your spoon in. So you want to just, I love these flat spoons, and I have these in my Etsy shop where you can scrape the bottom as you stir instead of a popsicle stick. This kind of lifts it all right up into the pigment. This is a gorgeous color from TLP. I love anything that's kind of olivey green. Not just a straight green, but I like different shades of green. I'm a big fan of teal, so anything that comes off of the teal family is colors that I like. Just a little bit in that one. They're in my Etsy, Brian. I also have them in my Amazon shop if you want to buy them in bulk. I sell them by the dozen in Etsy, and then I have them in bulk on Amazon. Okay, and then for our blue, we're going to use Nebula. This is a super dark blue, almost like our Moody blue that we used in that painting. I'm sorry whoever is sending me messages, I'm not checking. I don't have a co-host tonight. Alright, so that is Nebula. Super pretty color. And I think our other color was white. So we can pull. Let's see what I have. We could probably use an abalone. Or I think I'll do abalone. I was going to do Milky Way. What's this one? No, that's silver. Let's do Color Arts abalone. That'll just give us a little sparkle. You probably won't see much of it because of the white background. But it'll be there against the blue. Maybe it parts twice really thick. It'll break up. I've really been enjoying the 12 Days of Christmas collaboration, the pours. Everybody's doing stuff that they don't normally do, and that's what I did too. So tomorrow night you're going to see something that I've never done before. And it came out pretty cool. I did two, but only filmed one. The first one I filmed was when I had paint on my camera lens. So I had to redo it. Okay. Now I got it loosened up. They don't have trial sizes of TLPs. If you've bought from them before, sometimes you get lucky and get a free sample, but they don't do trial sizes. But they will be doing, like we'll probably do a collaboration and you guys can enter for a chance to win some. I have to talk to Billy about that and see if we're going to be doing one in the spring. Yes, 3 Josania, 1 water. Okay, we're good. So there's our color palette. Same as the painting we did last week, except we're going to do it in a bloom with swiping. And then we'll spin it out. And get all my stuff out of the way. I feel like I'm getting overwhelmed out here with all this stuff, and I thought I had most of it cleaned up last week. I've been doing so much finish work, it all got piled up again. I would like to move everything out of the garage into like 2 pods, clean it all up, repaint, and then move it all back in and put it where I really, really want it. Alan says, who you hiring? Okay. Get on there. Put some gloves on. So y'all, I am so attached to those little babies. It's not even funny. Yeah, not you, Vic, huh? I begged Vic to come up and help me. She's like, please. I'd send her home probably with a carload of stuff. That doesn't even entice her. She would if she could. Alrighty. Make sure I'm centered on that spinner. So, there we go. Okay. So let's get some white down. This is Walmart Color Place white. I like to bring it out so that my edges don't dry while I'm painting, because then you get that little ridge that shows up. So if you can get it at least to the edge. And then I like to run just a little bit more, so when I spin it has something to go over. You don't normally see me do this on video because I usually pile the paint on. I'm being better, trying to be a little more conscious of what I waste. Okay. So I'm going to start with the cinnamon because this will try to take over and I don't want it to. You're doing good, Bri. You're fine, honey. Bear with us because Shelly's not here tonight. Shelly's with family in South Carolina, enjoying some time with her family. I always tell my mods, if you want to take a night off, take a night off. There's no reason that you have to be here. And I don't get mad. Alright. So then I'm going to go with the Harvest Gold. Probably end up using this up. I'm going to make sure I get it to the edges. Okay, then let's go with Nebula. Only because if I put the green down now, it might interfere with the copper. color. That cinnamon. But we also want to see this color because this is our contrast. And this color is very important to the piece. You always want to have something that's going to make your other colors pop. Alright. Then we'll do our aspen. This is not the same color green that we used on the other painting, but it's the closest thing I have that's mixed. Oh my goodness, she's just not going to stop today. Now on the abalone, I'm just going to put it on the sides, like on the edges, because I want the white to pull that over the color. Or the black, I mean. So I'm just going to put it here. I'm going to be swiping with black. Now this abalone is really pretty because it throws off different colors. Kind of prismatic. Let me just tip this down a little bit, bring it opened up just a little bit before I swipe. So the other different thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to dip my swipe tool in the cell activator. Let's pop some bubbles real quick. And do that on a piece of press and seal so I can squeeze it back into my container. All right. So this is Amsterdam Expert Series Oxide Black. This I usually mix about 4 to 1. 3 to 1 you could probably get away with. 4 to 1, it's just a tad bit thinner. I have better luck with it at 4 to 1, but it still works at 3 to 1. Okay. Did I go far enough? No. Should have measured out 8 inches. Oh, boy. I got enough on there. I don't need to add more. Are we ready? Okay. So I'm going to dip my swiping tool in that. And I'm going to come right over, and I'm going to place it in the middle. Well, I missed the middle. That's okay, I'll get it on the next one. I'll take a paper towel, wipe my swipe tool off. I didn't get close enough to the middle, so I really have to pull on that other side. This is when a puppy pad's a better idea for your cover because you can just wipe it on your puppy pad. But those things are gold in my house right now. Alright, I'm going to turn it around. Didn't get anything there. So let's see if we can pick that up. Go right up to the other one. I love these swipe cards. Oops, I'm moving, so I'm going with it. they lay so nice on the paint compared to those harder plastic ones. You just pop it on there and it just flows. There's no fighting with the paint. I might re-swipe this side. Look at those cells. This is super pretty here. So what I can do is tip it this way a little bit. I'm going to add just a tiny bit of paint. So when I re-swipe it, I don't get white. And I'm not going in any particular order because they all blend. I'm not worried about this because that's going to spin off. Just want to get some of that nebula in there. The green really showed up really pretty. I'm loving those peacock cells over there. Okay. Now we're good. I'm not a swiper, as most of you know. I've never, like, practiced swiping. I've done a few. I don't know. It's just not my thing, but I like to try it once in a while. Okay, here we go. So we're going to play with the middle, so I'm not too worried about that. There we go. That's better. I even have the most gorgeous cells on my paper towel that I was wiping off with. Alright, so I'm going to move those back a little bit because I'm going to play with this a little bit. I do want to swirl a little bit there. And I like to use a paintbrush when I do my swirls instead of a skewer. You just get more paint movement that way. Fold up my cell activator here just for a moment, and I'm going to bring my bin up so we can spin. My tub. It is a pretty color palette, isn't it, Susan? One bubble, it's being stubborn. I do want to get that. So when you pop a bubble and you get a white dot, all you have to do is take some paint from your edge that you know is going to get spun off and just tap that bubble, because otherwise you can have a big white hole. So I'm just checking. Alright, let's spin it. Ooh boy. Are we? Yeah, we're pretty even on there. Okay. I'm going to come that way a little bit more. So I'm just stretching it down a little bit. my sissy bucket, Bri. I don't want to get my walls all paint. I'm not painting in the basement. It would be fun though to just let it splatter everywhere. Believe me, it would be fun. Especially like all over myself and the walls, and yeah, that would be great. I would love that. Alright, where's my handle? So I'm just going to give it little spins now to get it over the edges. And let it rest in between so it can kind of go over. Your kitchen chair, Susan? Ellen would kill me. If I painted in the house, I'd be dead already. There's a lot of paint drips out here on this floor, but they're not from me either. They're from Ellen. He's a sloppy painter too. Okay. It's art. You're supposed to have fun. Have you ever seen an art studio that's spotless? If you did, then there's something wrong. I want to go one more spin, but I want to go the opposite way so I don't get anything wonky. Because I'm loving the way the swirls are coming. Alright. So I am very happy with that. So you've got a shadow from my lights tonight because of the way they're set up for the puppies. But look at that. Gotta come this way. I have peacock cells over here and there. There's some white peeking through that black, which I don't like, but that's unavoidable sometimes. The more I spin it, the bigger they get, so I'm not going to spin it anymore. But I love this, the striations of paint that I got in that swirl there. This one's just kind of green. It's got a little bit in there, but not much. That came out pretty cool. Now I still could go in and put more swirls in, but I don't want to wreck this look. Because if I come here, it may look funky, so I'm not going to touch it. I'll let it dry and see what it does. Just touch up my edges real quick. So sometimes when I do these on rounds, I don't like the sides. So I could always take my tape halfway down and paint black towards the back. If you let it sit for a few minutes and then do another spin when the paint's a little bit thicker, you can get some pretty cool stuff on the sides, but then you might have some bumps where your paint's not the same. So do all your spinning first. It will develop as it sits anyways. Like if that would have been all black, I wouldn't have been worried because it's going to change as it sits. So guys, that's all I have for you tonight. My time has been so devoted to those little pooper doops that I'm exhausted, and with her being sick all weekend, I did not sleep at all Saturday and last night. So I'm beat, and I've got a couple orders I have to ship out yet so that they're there for Christmas. But I appreciate you all so much. Have a very Merry Christmas if I don't see you on Thursday. Don't forget, tomorrow night is my premiere at 8 p.m. We can chat in there. And then I'll be back here Thursday for our dirty ribbon pours and our flip and drag. And just questions, when you got them, just ask them and I'll answer them. And then that'll be it for the week. I know Brian's going to do a Christmas night show, right, Bri? So you'll have somebody to watch on Sunday night. So that'll be fun. Because there's a lot of people that don't do anything for Christmas. Yeah, he's going to do a short one. So be sure to hang out with us this week. I know you're busy with your holidays, but you know what? Pour a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, sit down and hang out with us for just a little bit. Tomorrow night is 8 p.m. Thursday night is 8 p.m. Eastern. And then Brian's 8 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. So, good night, everyone. Merry Christmas. I love you all. Bye now.